have a special session this evening, well, afternoon as well in other places. This is a truly international call. We have people from across the world. I'm looking at a text message platform and I'm seeing so many different people joining this call from all over the world. We have Micah from Accra. We have Foa from UK, Richard from Accra, Kay from UK. We have, who else? Abisco from Kitakrashi. We have Tammy from Daytona Beach. We have Anastasia from Virginia, Sandra, USA. Wow. So many people, amazing people from all over the world are here together having an amazing session. And I was discussing with the panelists today that this coronavirus has presented a unique opportunity. And so if you really are serious about building an international business, about building an online business, this is the best time to jump right in because, well, the opportunity has presented itself for all of us to maximize the opportunity presented to us all. And so following on from there, today is a very special day. Today is Mother's Day. And so let me be the first to wish each and every mother on this call, each and every woman on this call, a happy, happy Mother's Day. You know, without you, we guys are just a bunch of confused people just running around like headless chicken. You guys bring stability, you guys bring focus. And so we appreciate you for all you do. And we hope that we are going to see a lot more crown diamonds from the female members of the team across the world. And so from here on, at the end of tonight's session, we are hoping that somebody is going to be fired up, some woman is going to be fired up, wake up and then build this Max business with serious passion and achieve significant success within the shortest possible time. And so I'm not the star of today's show, so I'm going to keep quiet from here on after I introduce the special guest that we are going to have here. And I'm going to start off with an amazing lady. She's a lecturer by profession. Originally a Cameroonian, but now we have adopted her into Ghana, so she's a Ghanaian as well. And she's building her business all over in fact, all over the globe. She has teams in Gambia, she has teams in Cameroon, she has teams in Nigeria, and teams all over the world. And so without further ado, I'm going to invite Micah to join us. Micah, give us a wave and say hello. Your mic is unmuted.
Hello everyone, good evening.
Wonderful, good to have you here. Second person on the bill, we have an amazing lady. She's a mechanical engineer by training, but for some time now, she's been doing Max International full-time. She let go of the range. I don't know, is it number 42 range? I don't even know what number it is, but she gave that up and decided to build a full-time business with Max International. And she's also on this call. She's a diamond associate at the moment. She's the amazing boss lady, Harriet Aqua. Harriet, give us a wave and say hello.
Hello, everyone. Can you see me?
Yes, we can see you.
All right, wonderful. Hello.
Great. Next up is another amazing lady. This lady is, well, closer to me than anybody else that I can possibly point to. Well, because she's my wife. She's the one that makes my heart skip a couple of beats every day. And mother of two amazing children, and she's also on the panel this morning. She's a medical doctor by training and still practicing as a medical doctor, unfortunately. Well, that's my amazing wife, Annie. Annie, hello. Wave to the people.
Hi everyone. Good to be on the panel today and to be with you guys today. I'm hoping we'll have a lovely session today.
All right. Then we have another amazing lady also on this call. Well, today is all about the ladies, and so I'm going to introduce another amazing lady. She's a practicing nurse all the way in Virginia. And she's a silver associate at Max International currently. She's amazing indeed. In fact, she brings so much energy to the table. And she's none other than our awesome boss lady, Anastasia McCarthy. Anas, can we see your face and then give us a wave?
Hi, Max. Good morning, everyone.
Great. We also have boss lady, another nurse, a practitioner also in Virginia, joining us. Gloria, with you, are you on the call? Yes, I can see you. Can you also give us a wave and let us know that you are live?
Hello.
Wonderful. Good to have you here as well. Then we have another. Max, morning.
Yeah, I can.
Yes, we can hear you. We can see you as well. Good to have you.
Oh, okay.
Then we also have another amazing lady also from the USA joining us as well. Boss Lady Sandra, can you also give us a wave and let us know that you can hear us? All right, your mic is unmuted, so now you can talk.
Hi everyone, Max morning.
Max morning, Max morning. And then right back home, we have another amazing lady, a banker by profession and a bronze associate at Max International and a mother of 4. Now she is the awesome boss lady, Elsie Boateng. Elsie, can you give us a wave and tell and let us know you can hear us?
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you and we can see you as well. Wonderful.
Oh, okay. Okay, nice to be on.
And then we have our final participant who is definitely a valued guest and an honored guest in this particular training because she's seen it all, she's done it all. And she's none other than our own Crown Diamond Associate, Tammy. I should say boss lady Tammy Jenga is on the call as well. So Tammy, can you give us a wave and say hello?
Hi, everybody. So happy to be here. Thank you, Dr. Calvin, for putting this together. And happy Mother's Day to all the amazing ladies around the world.
Wonderful, wonderful. So those are our
Mother's Day to you,
panelists for today's discussion. Now, as I said, I'm just going to be quiet on the side and then listen to them and get some wisdom from them. At the end of today's call, there are 2 main things that we hope to get out of this, and I'm going to give you the ultimate goal so that as you are on the call, you understand exactly what our goal or what our aim is for this call. Now, the first thing is that if you are on this call as a female Max associate and you are having challenges, I want you to understand from this call that you are not alone. There are people just like you who have been able to make it, and as you listen to their stories, I want you to be motivated and inspired to go out and do more. So that's number 1. Number 2, if you're a male and you're on this call, you are definitely going to have females on your team. And so by listening to this call, I hope that you're going to take some notes on how to deal with some of the things that I'm going to discuss in the course of this presentation. So if you are ready and I am ready, can you go on the platform and type a Y so I know you're ready for us to get started?
We're ready.
Wonderful. So can you type a Y on the platform, all of you, to show that you're ready so that we can quickly get started with the presentations? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay then. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the call. My name is Kelvin, and I'm your moderator for today's conversation. And so, my first question to the panel: how does it feel being a lady and also building a business on the side, in spite of all the other things you are doing, family, work, and every other thing in between? So I don't know, I'll throw this first to Tammy to set us off while the others settle into the discussion.
Well, I love being an entrepreneur, working from home. I've always been a businesswoman, traditional business, and network marketing allows you to build a business from home and have more of a balance with your family. So I came into this industry because I was always away from my children. As a traditional business person, you open the door, you close the door. And this industry brought me back home to my family. So I love what we do.
Great, great, great. Anybody else sharing? Harriet, how about you?
Well, I must say that I come from a family of entrepreneurs. My grandmother was a baker and she had a shop. I understand everything you need in this world, maybe with the exception of a husband, you get in that shop. All right. So I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. And so when the opportunity came through Max International, I decided to take the opportunity. I wanted to grow my entrepreneurial skills, and it's really served me well over the past 5 years being with Max International. I have started a new business that I'm a realtor now. And so a lot of the things that I've learned in Max, I'm also applying it elsewhere. So it's been a great feeling. It's been a great thing. I keep on improving every time because of what I've experienced in Max. And it's been wonderful and it's been worthwhile. Yeah.
Wonderful. How about Annie? How about you? How do you feel with all this that's going on around you?
Hi everyone. So I was so gathering my thoughts actually. It's been quite interesting and actually also being a mom on the side. Sometimes you want to divide yourself in many ways and then it poses a challenge. But I mean, along the way, it's been quite interesting and been very enhancing actually. So what I have come to realize is that the max business that I joined has actually added on more value, because sometimes when you get stuck in one thing and it's not working so well, the tendency is to get frustrated and then to sort of unleash your frustrations on people around you. But then because there are other things go that frustrates me, usually I just realize that I can sort of make the best of it. And it's been quite, I believe it's sharpened me, because now I have to juggle a number of things and ensure that none of them suffers. And also what Max has also done, as the network marketing has done in general for me, is to give me the choice. That I cannot speak enough about. I mean, from my background working in medicine, being in the pediatric department, what I've come to realize is many times you have a lot of mothers like myself who come and they're stuck and they don't know what to do. And then there's this very disheartening sentence they keep saying, I did not have a choice. Why did you bring your child late to the hospital? I didn't have a choice. I didn't have money. I was waiting for somebody else to come and give me the go ahead to come. It felt quite disheartening. And then you realize it's because we haven't been empowered enough, especially in Ghana where we find ourselves. The network marketing aspect of what I do has actually given me the opportunity to see. And when I come to Masters, I see women and they are working and doing things that the men are doing, and they don't feel like another male has to give them a go ahead before they run their business. People come and they own up to their business, they take up the challenge and they do their business. It's very liberating for me to watch, as against the other background where there's always, I didn't have a choice, I have to go back to work, I didn't have a choice, my child is sick, but I couldn't bring the child to the hospital because I had to go to work and all of that. Network marketing has sort of given me a platform to have options, so that should I want to go back to the consulting, it's because I wanted to go there, because I knew I had something to offer, not because I did not have a choice, but I wanted to be there. Yeah. So that's for me, in a nutshell, is what network marketing has offered me.
Thank you very much for sharing that with us. Elsie, how about you? How has been the experience in the banking sector and network marketing all in one?
Okay, I would say that I found network marketing on my way to my entrepreneurial life, I would say. I mean, it's one of the just to start, it's one of the best things I ever did. Network marketing, it's actually one of the best things I've ever done in my life. I would say that as a banker, people see you, obviously, they think you are well-to-do, they think you don't have to worry about money, you don't have to worry about anything. But as you spoke about family, as you grow, you have your family, you realize that there are so many more things in life apart from, how do I say it, apart from, I wouldn't say apart from money, but so many more things in life apart from what we see. And as you have a family, you realize that your goal sort of changes, your aim in life sort of changes. You have these children, you need to spend some time with them. And for those who, obviously everybody knows, banking is time consuming. Banking is very time consuming. There's no time to do anything. So I had to sit at one point, I had to start thinking about what all this really meant to me. Because like I'm saying, I just fell into the entrepreneurial life by accident. Actually, I'm not someone who ever thought I'll be an entrepreneur. I'm not someone who ever imagined one day that I'll do this business. But like I said, I had to sit down and think about what life meant to me after I started having children, and I realized I did not have time for them. So basically for me, it was a matter of time freedom. I wanted to do something that eventually will be able to free me up, to be, to have time for my children, to have time for my family, and also time for myself. Because I had put in a lot. I had put in a lot into my company, working, daylight, and now wanted something for me. And that's what network marketing means for me. It means freedom. It means being able to do something that eventually will be mine, something I'm going to build from scratch. So basically, that's what network marketing means for me.
Thank you very much for sharing that as well. Now, I have 3 nurses on standby, so I want to change the question slightly. Being a nurse, especially in your situation, your circumstance, I mean, you know that we all know the times you are in coronavirus and all that. How difficult has it been dealing with coronavirus and trying to build your max business on the side? So now I have 3 people who are in the thick of this event. So Anastasia, Sandra, and then Gloria. I don't know which of you wants to take this one. Maybe I'll go with Gloria first.
Okay, so being a mom of 3, working in a hospital, and also being an entrepreneur, it's the combination isn't bad. Okay, but somewhere it's kind of difficult, especially all the 3 kids under the age of 8. So sometimes, you know, after working like 12-hour shift, coming home to like, you have to sleep. But especially this season, they are home. You know, you sleeping and they run into your room or some customer calling, you know, kind of, you know, you want to divide the daytime, because I work at night. So dividing the daytime to take care of yourself, take care of the kids, take care of your business too. So it's kind of a little bit hard, but with determination, I think it's working in a way.
It has no choice than to work.
Yeah.
Sandra, how about you? What has been the experience?
My experience being a nurse and also mother of 3 and working full time and sometimes even extended time since the coronavirus has been a huge headache. But my excitement that keeps me going, that I know something at the back, that even if I lose my job today, I know Max can take care of me and my family. So when I come home, balancing work and then answering phone calls, helping other business partners, it gives me hope that there is something out there for me if I lose my job today. So that's what keeps me going.
Wonderful. And boss lady Anastasia, how about you?
Hi, Max morning, everyone. Okay, being in this industry, it really feels great. Although we have challenges, and owing to the fact of our line of business, and then the kind of job that we do is really not easy. But well, we love what we do. So for me, it has made me love myself, love the people around me. It has helped me to, you know, face my fears, and then being able to connect with people, most especially people who add value to my life. And it has made me more understanding, you know, like being a single mom, then having this job and having a full-time job, and sometimes going to school too is really not easy. So now I know how to plan my activities, my daily activities, and then how to be a mom to my child, and also how to be with my family. So it's been an amazing journey.
I love this, all the stories I've heard so far. But I'm getting the impression, and I mean, I might be wrong, but I'm getting the impression, and please, if you are in the audience and you want to ask a question, please feel free to post your questions or contributions on the text message platform, and I'll read it to the panelists. And if you have a specific person you want to answer, you can put it there as well, and I'll post the question to the specific person. Now, as I was saying, I get the impression that it's much more difficult to do network marketing as a woman. Is this correct? Is it correct that it's more difficult to do network marketing as a woman?
Who do you want to answer that question? I can tell you for myself, I have to admit, when I first started building the network marketing profession, I found it difficult because I was not, everything was new. The industry was new to myself. And I understood that men were the top income earners in this type of profession. So for me, I found it very, often see you as a very successful entrepreneur when you climb the ladder to the top. You know, as a Crown Diamond leader, I wasn't always this way. I had a lot of personal development to do. And so coming from that, let me tell you some of the things that helped me get over some of these challenges. And really they're just in your head. It's what we're all creating in our own minds. And you have to fight that, especially when you're brand new in this business, because you can go to the top no matter what. If you put in your mind that you're going to do it and you do the actions to get there, you will go to the top. Okay, so you have to constantly work on that mindset. But there's one book that a friend of mine recommended, and I'm always recommending books because that's what's helped me grow in the industry, is Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. It's Susan Jeffers. And I remember for the first time, and I knew I had a lot of personal growth that I needed to do. And it was speaking to me in so many ways. And I would get so angry. Sometimes I would cry and throw the book against the wall and I go get it again and start reading it again. But I think, you know, we tend to be hard on ourselves, women. Are you guys on the same page as I am? Sometimes we're hard on ourselves and we think that we're not as good as other people. Well, you gotta get that out of your head, because you have everything it takes. And I can tell you now, as an entrepreneur and having all the experience that I've had over the last 20 years, women are the most powerful networkers ever. And I know that because I work with women all the time, and we have so much to give to people in our profession, because network marketing is about service. It's about helping people and caring about people and helping people along in their successes in this business. What better people to do this than women, because it's a natural thing for us. So I just wanted to deliver that message that we're, you know, we always start from somewhere, but we always evolve and grow and have a bigger, broader perspective on our capabilities of this industry.
I'd like to chip in something here.
Okay, so I want to also come on the back of what Tammy said. I mean, the question about whether it's more difficult for female entrepreneurs or not. You would think the answer will be yes, but I actually think it's no. It's not that it's more difficult for us, but our challenges are different from what the males go through. But I don't think anyone's path is more difficult. Actually, if we will be truthful, according to what Tammy has said, it may even come more naturally to the female, because naturally we gravitate towards conversation, towards marketing and talking. So we naturally will go out there and do what we identify with. It's just that sometimes the challenges that we go through may be peculiar to us and not to the male. So in finding solutions, if you go to a male counterpart, then you may not have a tailored solution that would solve your problem. But if you are able to sort of get above that, train yourself, develop yourself, and get above that, you realize that women are actually more poised to do better in network marketing than men are. So it's actually quite a paradox that we think the top earners males. I think it's because they have been able, we allow most of the challenges to get into our heads, and then we are able to move past that. But if we did, we realize that because of our natural flair towards talking, marketing, and all that, we would actually be in a position to do better than our male counterparts in network marketing.
Yeah.
I'm loving the energy.
I'd
Go
like
ahead,
to chip in
Harriet.
something here.
Go ahead, Harriet.
I'm coming from the background of engineering. For those of you who know my story, I'm from the oil industry. And if I should compare the two industries, as the oil industry and the network marketing industry, I'll say that it is even more challenging being a woman in the oil industry, because there are some issues that just because you are female, you have that challenge. For instance, you don't have the opportunity to go offshore like the men do, because when they are bringing in workers on the rig, they are looking at their bed space. You are going on a ship that's on the sea. So if you're going to bring one woman in, that means that you have to sacrifice 3 beds if there are 4 beds in a room. So instead of taking a woman, they'll rather take a man, right? So there are so many issues there. Then you come into network marketing and you realize that you all have the same opportunity. Nobody is singled out. There is no system in network marketing that says that you being a woman, you have these peculiar challenges. So you are going to strive harder, or you're going to face those challenges to make it to the top. It's sort of a level playing field for everybody when it comes to network marketing. So I would say that yes, if you're a woman, yes, there are some, as Annie mentioned, you have some peculiar challenges. I'm sure maybe during the call, there are some that will come out and many women will relate to that. But as a system, as an industry, we have more leverage even in network marketing than, for instance, the industry that I'm coming from. So it is not difficult per se, but do we have challenges? Yes, we do. And I'm sure Kelvin is going to let us bring all that out and help you people with that.
Okay, I also want to add.
So can I chip? Okay. No, go ahead.
Okay, we're talking about challenges, and I'm sure the question was, is it much more difficult? Like Harriet has said, it is not much more difficult between men and women. I think the thing has to do with the challenges that women have, especially like if I take myself and maybe my colleagues, some of them who are like married, have kids, have demanding jobs. They have these challenges that, let's say, when you are trying to recruit them, their first reasons for not joining the business will be, I do not have the time. I do not have the energy. I do not know how I'm going to combine everything. So a challenge might be domestic. What I find more people bringing up as excuses, in quotes, is domestic. How am I going to combine everything? I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I work so and so. How am I going to do that? Because I come back home, I have to see to the kids, I have to feed them. On Saturdays, let's say on weekends, if I don't have help, and we all know how getting good help is so difficult. If I don't have help, what am I going to do? I had a teammate who could never even step to the Mark's office. She was never able to do that, because on weekends, apparently, that's when she does the cooking. On Saturday and Sundays, she does her cooking. It's like a marathon cooking project. Like, we know what happens weekends. And no matter how I tried to explain to her, she could not get past it. So I think there are challenges, but it all has to do with, like we said from the beginning, why are you an entrepreneur? Why did you get into this in the first place? If we are going to let these challenges overcome us, then of course your why wasn't strong enough anyway. If you have to do, if you have to do marathon cooking the weekend, if you cannot get home and make calls due to the fact that you get home, you have to do this, you have to do that, then of course your why wasn't strong enough. But there are challenges, because if you put a female, a male might not necessarily have those stumbling blocks He probably has to leave the kids with the wife and dash off to the max office. He can go to the room, lock himself, make those calls. So we have challenges, something extra that will make us overcome it. So these are the challenges. The system is balanced for everybody, but there are some challenges that women need to overcome. And you can only overcome it with your why, from your psyche. So that's what I have to add.
Micah, you're going to add to the
All right, so I was going to add something more, but it, yeah, I was, but it appears as though everything has been touched that I wanted to say. What I was going to say a bit was that it's challenging being a woman in our world today. It is very difficult for a woman in every sphere, not only network marketing. I am of the opinion that yes, women need to be a little extra to rise and achieve the same kind of fit that their male counterpart will achieve. And it's everywhere. And I think everybody has already touched on that point. Harriet spoke about the oil industry. Elsie has just spoken. It is difficult for every industry for a woman to make our industry very beautiful, because as everyone else has said, the system is very balanced, the system is fair, everybody has a fair opportunity to be able to rise. Our challenges regardless. And then the other beautiful thing I wanted to point out is that in our industry as a woman, there are a lot of things that would have hindered you as a woman in another industry, and you will not be able to get away with it, but you can definitely do in our industry because of the leverage system that we have. If I have a man that I'm looking at and I want to do a presentation to, and I was thinking maybe he will not take me that seriously, but we want to look into something else instead of business, I can just connect that person to Dr. Kelvin or someone else, and some of those challenges now we can manage them easily. So whilst I personally believe that it is difficult for a woman, or a woman needs to do a little more to be able to rise versus what their male counterpart needs to do, our industry gives us a lot of leverage, and so it becomes rather an opportunity for us to really rise in the network marketing industry, because we can get away with some of these challenges really, really easily.
Okay.
All right. Let me just modify the information slightly. So
I think time is also.
Tommy, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Dr. Yeah, I'm just listening to all the ladies. Time is also a big of essence to the women, because we do have a lot on our plate. And over the years, I had to learn to discipline myself in building my business and create a schedule. I think a lot of women, when we're in our home, we're kind of all over the place, because we got to do the laundry, we got to do this, we got to do that. And here we're saying, you know, we're building a home-based business. Well, when we're in our home, there's just so many things to do in our home, especially now with everything going on in the economy. More than ever, we're building a home-based business online. So one of the big things that I had to do over the years is to schedule you know, the times that I'm going to put into my business. And I had to schedule everything. Now, I don't have children at home right now. For those of you who have children, my gosh, kudos to you. Yeah, I mean, I know you're homeschooling. I know you know, there's a lot of things going on. And there's things that we need to learn to delegate over time, or have the kids do a certain activity and just say, hey, mom has to work an hour of you know, whatever you're doing in your business, and then you spend some time with them. Then you got to put another hour in, but you got to have that 1 hour focus. And that's helped me tremendously, is to have that 1 hour power. I don't know if you ladies are doing it, but I read a book called Win the Hour, Win the Day by Chris Ward. You could just go on YouTube and search for Chris Ward. And I've learned to do 1 hour segments. but 1 hour really focused segments. And that has allowed me to have a lot more free time. And I mean, we all know what we need to do in our business. It's all about talking to new people, having them look at information and moving along to a decision. And then we do team building sessions and stuff like that. So you want to be scheduling each activity that you need to do throughout your day to have control of your day. Because I get that there's a lot to do as a woman, and that's, you know, men do have a lot more freedom than we do. So it's a lot easier for them to have that focus in building their business. But as women, I think we just can't be so hard on ourselves, because we know we need to do certain things in our homes. So, but if you schedule that time, that 1 hour power, then you'll get a whole lot more things done in your business.
Okay.
Awesome, awesome. So thank you very much for sharing. So as the only male on the panel, let me say that
Okay.
I appreciate all that you ladies are doing. Okay, and Anas, go ahead before I chip in the next question.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so we do faces a lot of challenges in this industry, because at this time some men still think that there are things for men, and what men can do, we women cannot do. Because I've had like about 3 men telling me network marketing is for men, not for women. And then there are some men too, you know, as you are so busy showing the opportunities to them, that is when they will be, you know, proposing their love and marriages to you. So sometimes it becomes a bit, you know, difficult to even show them the opportunity and then the product as a whole. So we do face challenges. But then if you know what you are doing, and you know your products, if you are a product of the product yourself and you understand it very well, you'll be able to overcome it.
Thank you very much. But the men are also trying to seize the opportunity, just like you are doing. But that's not an excuse. Let me just ask this question as we are still discussing. Does having a partner make a difference? I know on the panel we have people who are married, who are not married, who are dating. Does having a partner make a difference, whether positive or negative? So maybe Sandra and Gloria can take this one. Does having a partner, a husband, a boyfriend, whoever, does it make a difference in your business output?
Yeah, can I answer?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, it does. It really makes a difference. Right now, I'm facing my challenges right now. My husband is not home. I'm home with 3 kids. The last one is 2 years. They all want to be on the call right now with me. So if he was at home, he would train them for me to do my business. He's helping, even introducing the product to his friends, talking to people. This is what my wife is doing. The product helps. So having a partner, it really helps. If he knows that what you're doing, it counts, it really helps.
It helps for sure. And the reason I want to add on to that, because when I started network marketing, I was basically a single mom. I had 2 kids at home, and I had a dream. I had a goal. I was, as I mentioned, I had a traditional business. I was always away from my kids. I was so passionate to be at home, to be there for my kids. I did whatever it took. I had to learn to delegate a lot. So I would, with my friends, my neighbors, I'd say, hey, listen, Wednesday night, I'll take your kids from school. I'll make the meals, do their homework, if you'll cover for me on a night that I needed to go to a meeting or go to a training sessions. So I would work with people that I knew that we could take turns with the kids, and the kids all loved it because they were always playing with with their friends and the neighbors and stuff like that. So I learned to delegate a lot, and I never allowed that to stop me, because a lot of women say they're so lucky to have Chris. Yes, I'm lucky to have Chris, but it never stopped me when I was new in network marketing. I was so and I found solutions to get to the top. And I remember I had months of income, and I won't say any numbers, but I had months of income which were yearly incomes for a lot of professionals in my month as a single mom. So I never allowed that to stop me. So anybody who thinks you need a man to build your business, what you need is a strong desire to succeed, and surround yourself with people that can support you in your business.
I also want to add a bit of whether it helps or not. I believe that it depends on who your partner is. It's very important who your partner is, because most of them might not buy into your idea. They might not buy into the business. And if you go talking to them at first, because of course, he's your partner, he's your husband. So he's the first person you go excitedly to. Oh, I found this business, it's mad. The first thing, at least from my experience, is to be shut down. The first thing will be no, because he's not bought into it like you have. He doesn't have the same ideas you have. I've had teammates who quit the business because their partners were not buying into the business, especially for women. You know, women normally need validation. Unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, they need validation, especially when it comes to financial matters. So they will quickly go, and when it's shut down, then they are out. I had to learn. I think it was one of the calls, a max call, a presentation, where someone advised that quit, stop talking to your husband about the business. Let him see the results of your efforts, because he was not in. And when I come very excited, hey Max, so it was also draining me. He started getting interested when we went for the step up to silver at Kempinski. When we got the invite, then he realized that, wow, it's a serious thing, you know. Then he started thinking about the business. But even now, he's not participating in the business. But he's not as he was before, because he's seen some results and he's seen how serious I am with the business. I think that was the advice I got from one of my team leaders, who told me, get serious with the business, get some results, and he will either come round or take you serious and stop shooting down your ideas. So now he's taking me serious. And I think the last time he even asked me, hey, is the Max business still going on? And I was like, oh yes, I'm still in Max. And he was like, oh, okay. I was there one day, he sent me a message, he said, hey, when are we going to Royal Cinchi? I said, hey, this man, Royal Cinchi. No, I was like, hey, this man, he's not doing anything, but he wants to go to Royal Cinchi. But it was an advice I got. I stopped arguing with him about his idea, my idea. I kept quiet in my corner, doing my thing. And then when he realized how serious I was, he stopped shooting down everything. And now he's there waiting to go to Royal City. So it depends on who you have as a partner. It could or could not be an advantage.
Okay. To add to what the other lady said. So to me, I think it depends on your zeal, right? Like the excitement, it should be from day one to the end. It shouldn't be like the first week you heard about it that you have this assignment, you tell him, that is a no. For me, I remember he plays the soccer, so he has a team that he goes. So sometimes I give him the max ATP. I was like, go give it to your guys so that they know how it works, you know. So like first he wasn't that. Oh, sometimes I see I constantly. That we still have those products, yeah. So I think you have to make him feel like this is a business, it's not a joke anyway.
Sure.
You have to, you know, you have to let it work toward both of you. I think because when two of you join together, I think it yields a lot of results, because it's not easy, because some people, if your husband or your boyfriend adds a little bit support to it, they understand, you know. My husband, he talks a lot compared to me and him. He talks a lot. So I was trying to bring him because he likes talking. Anytime, like even I'm on the call, like at night or during the midnight or something, and he gets the phone from me, because he was trying to let me know how, and you know, how to talk to people, like especially public speaking. When I started doing the live videos on Facebook, after he watches, he would come and tell me, oh, give me some feedback. Here, you have to do this here. But I thought, yeah, that helps. It gives some sort of motivation, especially when he is into it. I think that's good when they are in with you.
Okay, so I also just want to add something from what the ladies have said, so that to not make it look like the women are missing out. As Tammy has said, it actually depends on you. What is your plan? What is your goal? If you identify with your goal so strongly, it's easier for somebody to buy into the goal when they later on join your life. So that, because like the other participants have said, sometimes you have people who are doing so well, both associates, they get married and they die off because my husband doesn't like their business, he doesn't like network marketing, and then they die off. If it's that the partner didn't add anything, well, maybe the partner came to take something that they weren't so attached to start with, you know. So it's not like, I mean, if you have a partner, then you have an edge over somebody else that doesn't have a partner. You may or may not, but at the end of the day, that partner can also lead you on a path that you were not willing to go, just because maybe you didn't hold on firmly enough to what you had before. So the ladies who don't have partners now, you can also choose your target, choose your goal, aim for it, start building. Should a partner come along, they know that this is you and your goal and your aim and what you are driving at is part of that. It's not like they come on board and then you change your trajectory because somebody else has come to follow them because the person didn't believe in what your goals were. It will be you sync your goals together, so that together you can both support each other to achieve what your goals are. So I don't want it to be like maybe those who don't have partners are at a disadvantage. No, if you follow your goals closely and you set them and then you aim for them, the partner who come along would only add to it if they realize that you are convicted about what you are going.
A lot of information being shared as we go along in this seminar. If you have any question, you can feel free to post on the platform. I've seen some people commenting on the platform. Boss lady Enyonam Sefenu is sharing. He said having a partner may or may not help. Some partners may be the ones who end up killing the business of some ladies. Well, that's very true. Any other feedback? Let me see. Okay. Well, somebody's asking about stigma. I don't know what stigma is.
I want to use an example of, I think we got a little bit of a delay in time. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I want to share something because I have this associate. I like to use examples, live examples, and she didn't have a supportive spouse. As a matter of fact, she said to me, can I get the products sent to your place? Because I don't want him to know at the beginning, because she's done this stuff before and she never had results. So it's not that he doesn't believe in the industry, is what I shared with her. He just believes that you're not going to follow through with this one. Let's show him that you're going to follow through and you're going to make this one work. So we've been working hand in hand together over the years. Now he's extremely supportive. He's not building the business with her, but he's very supportive to the point where she's allowed to go to conventions now, and he sees the residual income coming in month after month after month. So understand, a lot of the time when you don't get that support, you have to ask yourself, am I actually following through? Does he believe it's like, is it me that he doesn't believe in, or is it the industry that he doesn't believe in? Because this industry is powerful. I know a lot of top female entrepreneurs over the last 20 years that I've built relationships with, I went to major events with Sonia Stringer, with Danny Johnson, I could go on and on, seeing all the top female leaders out there. But we just gotta stick together, and we really have to learn from each other, and overcome the challenges that we have, whether it's internal, self-inflicted, self-confidence issues, or we're not doing the actions that we need to do on a daily basis. That's a big one, ladies, is you got to take your business serious. Even though we have it from home, it is a business. You're still open the door, close the door, even when you're at home. So that's why it's so important to schedule yourself and really get focused on that 1 hour power of inviting, of going online, connecting with new people. Spend an hour just connecting with new people online, building some relationships, and then spend an hour of inviting some of these people to have a coffee with you through social media and chatting and finding out what people's needs are, because there's a lot of women out there that are looking for something right now. And if you don't talk to them about it, guess what? Other people and other companies are talking to them about their business or their product. And we know, ladies, we have the most incredible products. And I know I've been on these for over 13 years. My doctor told me 2 years ago that I was full-blown menopause, and I said to her, how am I supposed to feel? She's like, what? I feel so amazing. I feel young. I feel energetic. I have all this mental focus. And that's because of what we have as products. So we got to be passionately out there sharing this with everybody. Sorry, I get so passionate.
It's been a quite an interesting and informative session that we've had so far. Now, you in the audience, I hope you are getting value. In fact, if you are getting some value out of this conversation that we are having, type an X on the platform so I know you are getting some value. If you are watching on Facebook, go ahead and type an X in the comment section. You can also give us your location where you are on Facebook. If you are getting value, type an X in the comment section so we know that indeed you are getting some value from all that we have been sharing so far. So my question is, and this is going to be the last but one question I'm going to ask. As a woman, entrepreneur, family woman or not a family woman, doesn't matter what stage you are right now, has your Max experience been worthwhile? And what's the one thing that you've learned from your Max experience so far? Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll start with Harriet.
I muted myself. Okay. It's been absolutely worth it. I don't want to go into the health side. I think that part is pretty well known. I want to take it from the personal development aspect. It's amazing the person I am today because, believe it or not, I used to be very shy before. I think it's something that's a woman thing, I don't know, but normally we get to be very shy. We cannot approach people. But then I've got this confidence and boldness to approach anybody. It shows in everything that I do. You know, it shows in everything that it shows in my interactions with people. And believe it or not, a lot of men appreciate really bold women as well, confident and bold women. And confidence and boldness also open doors for you. That is what people do not realize. And that is what Max has given me. I remember, Dr. Kelvin, if you remember this, I remember the team started doing the BOMs at OSU. And it was Dr. Kelvin who pushed me to be in front. I mean, presenting. And as an engineer, to present on something that looked medical was almost an impossibility for me. But today, when I talk about the Max product, people actually get confused. Are you a mechanical engineer or you're a doctor? They sometimes ask me, my prospects sometimes ask me. And I tell them that that is what personal development, right? You transition from where you are to another elevated level. And that is what it's all about. I normally say that you cannot go to bed without learning something. Read a book, watch a video. We are in the information age, all right? We have information all around us. Go to YouTube, wherever, all right? And just upgrade yourself. As women, we owe that to ourselves. We owe that to ourselves to be confident and to actually be who we dream to be. All right. It is not enough to just sit back and admire Tammy or Micah or Elsie. No, it's not enough. Be who you want to be, and you can be it if you really put your mind to it. Okay, so yes, you're going to have challenges. I'm not saying that you're not going to have them, but then embrace your challenge. I normally say that challenges are stepping stones to higher levels. All right, when you embrace them, you realize that challenges rather become your friend and not your foe. So when you embrace, you actually use them to develop yourself. So look at challenges from a different perspective. And when you utilize them, you use them like they are your tools, like using a hammer or something like that, okay? You will actually achieve what you want to achieve. You'll actually achieve your goals. And I so want all you ladies who are listening to us to actually achieve your goals and be the woman that you are destined to be, because you can be it, all right? You could be the next Les Brown, female version of Les Brown, all right? Talking somewhere. Have what it takes. You do. Just go inside yourself and unearth it, because the whole world is waiting for you to achieve your dream. Someone's dream is dependent on you achieving yours, all right? Someone's dream is dependent on you achieving yours, and you owe it to the world to actually achieve that. So embrace the opportunity that you have in Max. Embrace the challenges, and instead of allowing the challenges to make you feel small or to make you feel inadequate, rather challenge yourself to overcome that challenge so that you can be bigger and be an example to other women, if that makes sense.
All right, so, okay, okay, can I?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Okay, so I think the question was, has business with Max International, has it been worthwhile, correct?
Yes.
Yes, so for me as well, the answer is a million times yes. And Harriet, thanks for all that you've shared. And I think the story cuts across for all of us. There is money in our business. There's no two ways about it. And it feels great to make income, have income on your own, that you can take decisions. I think at the beginning of our presentation, Annie presented how people's kids are sick, but because they're waiting for money to come from a husband, they delay with the sick child at home and all that. There is great income in our business that you can make even with the least of effort. If you are just doing the activities, it's giving me opportunity to make impact. I keep telling people, I have not made income from Max that really matches my salary yet, but trust me, my whole family takes Max products. And sometimes I just think to myself, what if I had to pay for all these products if I was not doing business in Max? For my family, like my family consumes like 12 boxes of products across board every month, and that's huge. But then my commissions cover and I still get something to live on, and it's a great thing. So on that level, it's absolutely great for me. And then again, to chip in something as Harriet was saying about the personal development, ladies, we can never overemphasize this. Trust me, if you trust the process and commit yourself to the system, this company will transform your life. It will transform your life entirely. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about mine. If I even get to that, just on this call today, Tammy has mentioned 2 books. If you were here early, you would have heard Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, and Win the Hour, Win the Day, if I'm not mistaken. Those 2 books, she tells you how it has changed her life. I am going to look for them and read them because that is how I learned. That is how I've been able to take advantage of the opportunities that are available for us in Max. And I know my life is really never going to be the same. I know I'm going to get on a higher level after reading those materials. Do you know, maybe for us, because we are in this system, it feels like it's the normal thing because it's the system now we find ourselves in. We get personal development, it's our way of life. But you know, there are lots of people, and I'm not talking small boys and small girls, there are lots of people, even at high level business tables, who don't even know that they need to read a book a day to develop themselves. It's been my personal experience. I walk into a room, even in my school, I get into a meeting and I talk and I can see that my VC is a bit intimidated. Everybody keeps asking me, like, where do you get ideas from? Where do you get knowledge from? But the first time I ever knew that I needed to read something outside of the engineering and lecturing work that I did was when I joined Max International. And before that time, I don't know whether it was timidity or it was just my really introverted self. I will not look at your face and talk to you. I don't have your time. When I go to class, I stand on the board and I speak to the board. Thankfully, I'm lecturing in engineering and we deal with a lot of calculations. I could just go there, write my equations, finish my stuff, walk out of the class. Absolutely no interaction with my students. Today, for the past how many years, I have been on higher student review consistently every single year. And that development came from the Max business. That's the kind of transformation that I have faced. My interpersonal skill is top-notch. I've always been a nice person, very, very nice person, but I didn't know how to relate. Today I can relate with people, couple the fact that I'm a nice person. It's just phenomenal and it's opening so many doors for me. So the transformation, it's something we can really never exhaust. The opportunities are vast, but it will only be your experience if you trust the process and take advantage of the opportunities. When the recommendations are given, you key in and follow through. When they put post motivations on the platform, read them. When you see videos, study them, and over time you realize that your life just keeps transforming over and over and over again. I am a better mother thanks to Max. I'm a better sister thanks to Max. I'm a better lecturer thanks to Max. I'm a better child to my parents, my family members thanks to Max, and the list goes on and on and on. So the opportunities are just vast, and it's been worth my while entirely, and there's no end in sight. I've said that I am with Max till I see the logical conclusion, and that's crown diamond, or who knows, double crown, yeah.
It is definitely worth it. I can tell you, it is worth it. You know, when your goals are bigger than your fears and your challenges, you will do big things with this. And always ask yourself, when you're stuck, am I doing the activities to get me to achieve my goals? Because I find that people that get stuck in their challenges and you know all the things that are holding them back is they're not focused on where they need to spend their time. They need to focus on what's going to get them to the next level. Our business is about people. It's about talking to new people. It's about elevating new people. It's about getting people to the next level. And if you're spending your time doing the right things, everybody's going to grow. It's that simple. Everybody's going to grow with their income. Everybody's going to grow on a personal basis. And I am so not the person that I was when I first started in network marketing. And I'm telling you, it is worth every single minute that you put into this business model. It'll literally transform your lives. And I don't know if you guys like vacationing, but I've been on more free vacations in the last 20 years than probably anybody I know. Is because of the efforts that we put into it. So if you like to vacation for free, you need to work really hard in your networking.
Okay, so for me as well, I mean, Tammy, yeah, the vacation part, we're missing 2 vacations this year, and it's quite a bummer because, I mean, we're on things to be doing this year, and then coronavirus came across our way. But I mean, when this passes, we are going to redeem all of the vacations that we're supposed to have this year, and then add next year's to it. So I'll be meeting you all on vacation, at vacation destinations. So for me as well, has it been worth it? Absolutely. Okay, let me tell you a little story. So we joined Max in 2014, Kelvin and I, and then 2016 January, I had a baby. And then 2017 January again, I had another baby. And I'm a doctor, and I was starting a program. I was starting my residency program. I just started September of the previous year before I had a second baby. And it got overwhelming. So I was thinking to myself, 2 babies, one that is just a year old and then another one. So we discussed this as a family, and then I took the decision to take 1 year off work. I remember when I had to do that, it wasn't going to be paid leave. It was going to be leave without, you want to do this, you're going to lose an income. Kelvin and I were doctors at the time, so our incomes were the same because we're at the same level. So that's losing half of our family income. Everybody was concerned. I remember my father, God bless him, he called me. He was like, there are no jobs, Annie. I think you should just take it out. If you need your mother to come and stay with you throughout, I'll let her come and stay with you so that you can work and then have the kids, take care of the kids. But then I thought I could be with the kids myself, see them grow through that early phase of 1 year, feeding them and all of that. And so I made that decision to take a year off work without pay. Why was I able to do that? It was because there was another income source. I mean, at that time, if it was only doctor salary that we were getting, I couldn't have been able to do that. So alongside all the other things that we are getting from mine, and with financial liberation comes the power to have a choice, to choose to go to work because you enjoy what you're doing, to choose to go because you know when you go, you will offer your best. So I stayed at home for a year, looked after the kids. 1 year on, then I did call fraternity. So I made that decision again to go back to work. So that power of choice was something that was really important to me. Otherwise, it would have been that I would have been stuck at work, I would have been unhappy, and my children would have had to suffer, and the whole family would have suffered because I'm going to work, and I wouldn't have been around to offer them what to choose, to either go back or to stay, to either stay or to go back, whichever way. Is it going to be overwhelming? Yes, you will get overwhelmed in your journey. You are trying to combine being a person, being a worker, being a husband, being a wife or a mother with network marketing. Network marketing comes with a challenge because your teammates are going to practically be your children. Today is Mother's Day, so let me use that analogy. Will you get overwhelmed? Yes, they are human beings. Some of them are going to be very, very frustrating to work with. But what are you going to do? When you get overwhelmed, take a step back, regroup, re-strategize, talk to somebody if you need to. don't be too hard on yourself. If you make mistakes, go back, re-strategize, replan, and then approach the situation again from another angle. Be open to options. Be open for options. When you talk to somebody and they give you options, be open for options. Sometimes we know we are stuck, we need help. And then when somebody gives you the idea, we are sort of closed up. We don't want to open up for ideas. We should open up, talk to people who have gone the path you've gone on and have made it to the place that you wanted to go. If I want to be Crown Diamond and I get stuck and there's a Crown Diamond Tammy around, or there's Nanama Gomez around, why would I not go and talk to her? So sometimes we women, we can also be a bit finicky, like you don't want somebody to feel like you need help. We need to put all of those things aside. If you need to get somewhere and somebody has gone that path and has done it, ask the person, put the pride aside. It is a building up we are doing. And there's nowhere that I've seen so much cheering on. I mean, most of our traditional workplaces, like somebody wants to get in your relation before you. Network marketing. Network marketing is where you come to and everybody is cheering you on to achieve your goals. So take advantage of that. Leverage on other people's strengths. And by all means, keep going until you achieve that goal that you've set for yourself.
Thank you very much for sharing that as well. Are we getting any words from Anas, Sandra, Gloria, and Elsie as we wrap up?
Yes.
Okay. Let me say something. Has my Max journey been worthwhile? It's been amazing. I would say it's been amazing. I mentioned earlier that I came into entrepreneurship by accident. So it's never something I ever dreamed about, because I never thought one day I would ever do anything sales, marketing, ever. So the first thing, of course, my confidence level has, I'm a different person from when I started network marketing. I'm a total different person. Harry spoke about health. I keep saying this wherever I get a chance. The Max products, amazing. I'm someone who used to get the flu every other time. Every other time. I'm telling you, since 2018, the early part of 2018, I've not gotten a sick leave from work. I've not sent a sick leave even from work. I've not been ill. I mean, whenever I see any symptoms, something coming on, I just reach for my ATP. I have it at hand everywhere. I have some in my bag. I have some in my drawer at work. I have it all, because for the kind of job I do and for my domestic situation, for those who also know, I'm a military wife. A military wife, basically, I'm practically on my own most times. I'm on my own with 4 kids in a high demanding job. It gets very frustrating. And sometimes I wonder how do I do it? Sometimes I ask myself physically, but it gets draining. Right now they are at the door, they are knocking. They knock several times. I'm not going to mind anyone. They are outside there, they are waiting. It's draining, like I said. So sometimes I get so tired. I reach for my ATP. I've had someone tell me, oh, it's just a placebo effect, whatever that means. I keep telling people, I've not had malaria in years. And I attribute it to the products. There's nothing that anybody can tell me, because I used to, at least 2 times a year, I'll be off work because of malaria. It's never happened again. It's never happened again. They said it's my mind, whatever. I've had people tell me, oh, it's your mind. And I'm like, if I take the product and it makes my mind trick me into making me feel better, then I might as well continue with the product. So the health-wise, my personal development, I always say, no matter what, Max will always be part of my story. Max is going to be part of my story. My personal development, I started presenting at the Max office. I started doing all these things that I knew I should be doing anyway. So it's something that was latent, lying there until Max, where, You had to, even with this call, I mean, boss Kevin has said it several times. Last week, he said he wanted me to get on a, on a Zoom call, then I'll be dodging. This one, I had no choice. It's a woman's thing. So it's max. Otherwise, you just be there. How are you going to come up? What else are you going to do? There's something in all of us that is lying there. So if you're on the call right now, you're a female, you just joined the business, you don't know what, there are so many things that are going to happen to you on this journey. Don't think about the money. The mistake we all make is we come in giddy, giddy, giddy. You just want to make, you want to be a double diamond the next 6 months. No, it's a journey. It will take time. Give yourself time. And on that journey, many things are going to happen to you. Your personal development, like I said, my confidence is up. I feel so empowered. I'm not scared. Like, I'm not scared to even lose my job. Honestly, I'm not scared. I'm not. I mean, with all these corona things, there's something that I'm just calm. Because if I lose my job, I'll start selling. I'll start selling. I'm going to survive. Before, there was this fear in my head, what would I do? But being in Max, all these calls, all the presentations and Micah mentioned reading. It is Max that's, I mean, I read a lot. I read my novels, I read my history things. But when I came into Max, I mean, I've had to read things. I play Les Brown videos on YouTube every morning before work. Everything. And I'm like, yes, Max is a university. That's what someone actually told me. Max, dear, it's a university. It's a university, and I've learned. Like I said, I feel empowered. Most of us, for those who are on this women's platform on Facebook, there are so many stories. Women, so many of them are so, how do I say, they feel so weak because of finances. There's nothing they can do for themselves. I'm telling you, with this business, you feel empowered. You feel empowered. It's an extra source of income. Do not think about the money now. I keep telling people, your money could come in 6 months. It could come in 5 years. Think about the benefits, and it's going to make you a better person. You are going to put this in everywhere. So my message to everybody, your maths journey is going to be worthwhile, but it's going to depend on you. Take your time. Enjoy the journey. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be stressful. You are going to cry. You are going to scream, but it's going to be worth it at the long run. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Boss Lady Anas.
Okay. So being in this industry is really worth it. And most especially be an associate of Max International is really worth it. It's worth my time, my whole being, and my everything. Because it has helped me health-wise and financially. I now have extra source of income. And it has given me the exposure. And now I have a different kind of family, people that I do not even know personally, but I call them family. And I look up to them. They also look up to me. We all help each other. And now I've been able to develop myself. I have the confidence to even talk with people. For me, before, there is no way that I would even be on live video and speaking whilst I have people watching me. And I would really have excuse. Even like this week, I have lost 2 family members, my aunt and my sister. So I could have even used that as an excuse not to be on this call. But guess what? I have learned to not let situations take charge of me. I'm always learning to discipline my disappointment and everything that. So this industry is really worth it, and there is more to it than just being a business. It's really good. You develop yourself, and you have to be excited about what you do. And I'm always craving for knowledge, success, and then skills. And I've been able to get more trainings and, everything that I need is really where I find myself to be right now. I'm not really at the top yet, but I'm staying in the course. I am really focused and I know I will get there soon. So Max is so worth it.
Thank you very much for sharing. Boss Lady Gloria.
Okay, so for me, it's kind of challenging anyway because I have my own reasons anyway. But I always wanted to be in this business, no matter what. Starting in January, I had to go back to school, and the course I'm taking, it's kind of like it's hard. But I say to myself, like, I want to do this business because I think this is my third network business I've joined. But the first two, I can tell you the products, I'm not comparing, but like I know with Max, we have what it takes. We have the product, we have the people to join to help you succeed. So like down in me, I always say I want to join this, I want to be in this business. Even if whatever I'm going through, I'll go and come back because this is what I want to do. I know some other network business, when they are trying to lure you into the business, the way they tell you, like, like when you think when you join, you want to succeed in in a day or two, but you have some challenges coming through. And here, you when you're determined, like, oh, I'll do it. As you go back, you said you do this, so whatever you have to do. Thank you.
Thank you. And Boss Lady Sandra.
Hi. Yes, being with Max as a worth it? Yes, it does in so many ways. As Boss Lady Gloria said, it's a bit challenging for us here and with kids, family, schooling, and everything. But one thing we always hope for and look for it is we have Max. And with that, it gives us opportunity to meet people. Any challenges, we talk to people, they help us. And me, health-wise, it has helped me a lot. Just last month, this COVID issues going on. If I wasn't on Max product, I wouldn't have know where I would be today. So being with Max, it worth it. Business side, yes, it worth it. Every day we see new people, we talk to people, has given me the self-confidence to talk to people and meeting new friends, making friends around the world, people calling you every day. My husband even called me international woman because every day I'm talking to different people. It worth it. And my kids, they know mom is busy, they are in love with what mom is doing. So I know I'm setting a good example for my kids in the future. So being with Max, yes, it worth it.
Wow, thank you very much for sharing. All you ladies have been amazing. Yeah, you have shared so much, and you've shared from a deep place as well. I mean, some of you are sharing emotional detail about how your life has been impacted by Max International and all that. I'm having sat here and listened to you, I'm inspired to go out and do more. And I know that people on this call are also motivated to go out and do more. In fact, if you have been following this call from the beginning, then you've been motivated to go out and do more. Go ahead and type on the platform that I'm ready to do more. Type on the platform, I'm ready to do more. If you can even go further, put your name there. I, Mr. or Miss, whatever, I'm ready to do more. If you've been inspired to do more, go ahead and then do some more. Because this business is certainly worth it. So in summary, I mean, from all that has been said, a lot has been said. I'm just going to summarize on 2 points. I think what some of the, and this point will run through all that has been said, that the difference is, or rather, the power is in your hands. Whether your partner supports you or doesn't support you, whether you yourself are going to succeed or not succeed, it depends on you and what you are willing to do for yourself. And so as a woman, you join the network marketing industry, you already have some advantages that even we do not have. And so, and then once you decide and commit that you're commit to the course, commit that you're going to do it, you can do it. And Tammy also hit on scheduling. Scheduling is very, very, very important because there are so many things for you to do as a woman, family, work, your own life, and then now Mark's business. You have to schedule. If you learn to schedule, the rest will literally fall in line. So scheduling becomes very, very critical. So these two things are very, very important in everything that we do from here on. So we are wrapping up. In fact, we wrapped up. I think a lot has been shared already, and we are not going to spend any more time here. But I'd like to give the last word to Tammy to tell us what the future holds and whether we should, what we should do or how we should push to achieve Crown Diamond status so that we can all become Crown Diamond. So Tammy, if you are on the call, I'd like to give you the last word on this so that you can inspire us to move on and achieve significant heights in this business.
It's critical to work on your personal development. When you have the strength and the courage and the focus, and you have your goal in front of you, you just do it. Don't let anybody steal your dream. Don't let anybody from what you want to achieve with this. And I always say, love everybody where they're at. You know where you're going. You just need to go for this. And if you don't do it for yourself, do it for your family. Our families are always looking at us. They're always looking up to us. So you want to be that example for our children, for our grandchildren, and build a legacy for your family. That's what Chris and I have been doing for so many years. And travel lots, learn cultures. I know right now we can't do this, but when you have the opportunity to do it, that will strengthen you as well, to learn how other people are living and how other people are coping and growing personally. So I love our movement with the Strong Max Women. I think we should do a lot more Zoom Strong Max Women to really bring the global women together, because we can relate to all the challenges that each one is having. And then we just need to sometimes hear something from somebody that you never thought of that you could implement and take your business to another level. But to get at Crown Diamond level, it's all the little things that you're going to do on a daily basis. The simple disciplines every day is going to take you to the bigger things. So I love working with women, and I know women have a lot to bring to the table to build powerful businesses. And I've seen it over and over and over again. I remember the first Strong Max Women event we did in Ghana. I don't know if you remember, ladies, but who you become today is night and day on who you were when I first met you in that very first Strong Max Women room. And I'm talking to Annie and Micah and Harriet and all the other ladies who were at that event. You've just become so much more powerful coming together as women.
Thank you.
Well, I wasn't there, but I felt the energy. So thank you very much for sharing that with us. And I hope that to the men on the call, I hope that you have learned a couple of things that can help you to know how to work with your female partners and how to help them build them up and guide them to achieve the heights that we all need to get to. And so, because once each individual member of the team is strong, that team is strong as well. And so together we are going to leverage on each other. We're going to stand shoulder to shoulder. We're going to push forward until we all break through and become the people that we want to become. It might not occur at the same time, but understand that if you stay the course, if you keep doing the simple things, if you keep pushing, if you keep, the determination alive, the zeal, the vim, everything alive, you will break through and get to the destination that you set for yourself. which means that you yourself must determine where you want to get to. So it starts with you having a target, have a goal. Then you have to have a plan. The plan can be changed every now and then, can be updated, can be modified, but at least once you have an end in sight, the rest will fall in line. So thank you very much for honoring our invitation, all the panelists, from Tammy in Canada. Anastasia actually had to reschedule her. I mean, she actually missed work today just to be on this call. So that's how amazing she's been as a business partner. Thank you very much for honoring the invitation. To Harriet for being here, Micah, to Elsie, who is trying to control her 4 kids, to Sandra, to Gloria, and to Annie, my wife. Thank you all for being on this call and for making this a success. And to you, the audience, for participating with your questions and contributions and everything. And I do hope that it has been a blessing, it has been a learning point for you as well. So thank you very much for honoring our invitation. We've come to the end of the presentation. Let's go out there and show the world that we have the best products. We have the most amazing competition plan. Let's go out there, powerful to the world that we have the best products. Help you get to your target. Have the way. Let's go out and tell the world. Thank you very much, guys. Have the way. Let's go out and tell the world. Thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful peace.
Thank you. Thank you.
Peace.
Bye. Bye.
Happy Mother's Day.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you all.
Wait a second. That's it. Which house are you in? Different house. Where did I